But I still don't know any Jim Croce. If I did, I still wouldn't do it.
I think we're enjoying the music that he's doing tonight so far. What do y'all think?
One of my favorite songwriters is Jackson Browne. But the only thing you ever hear on the radio from Jackson Browne is Doctor My Eyes or Running on Empty or The Loadout. That's about it. But he's a great songwriter. Phenomenal songwriter. And I've been doing this song for years, ever since I first heard it. And I was talking to a guy today, actually. We were talking about Bonnie Raitt. First time I ever heard Bonnie Raitt, she was singing harmony on Jackson Browne's first record. But this is a Jackson Browne song that I love doing simply because the mechanics are so fun to do. It's so much fun to play. Like that Stephen Stills song I did.
You're awesome.
The mechanics of that are so much fun to play. But this is called Something Fun. The papers lie there helplessly in a pile outside the door. I've tried and tried, but I just can't remember what they're for. The world outside is tugging like a beggar at my sleeve. Oh, that's much too old a story to believe. But you know that it's taking its share of me, even though you take such good care of me. You said Morocco, that made me smile. I haven't seen Morocco for a long, long while. The dreams are rolling down across the places in my mind, and I've just had a taste of something fine. The future hides and the past just slides. England lies between, floating in a silver mist so cold and so clean. And California's shaking like an angry child will, who has asked for love and has unanswered still. But you know that if I'm looking back carefully, 'cause I know that there's still something there for me. You said Morocco, you made me smile, but it hasn't been that easy for a long, long while. Looking back into your eyes, I saw them really shine, giving me a taste of something fine, something fine. So if you go see Morocco, I know you'll go in style. I may not see Morocco for a long, long while. While you're there, I was hoping you might keep it in your mind to save me just a taste of something fine, something fine. I was living in Ohio, playing at a little club in Dayton called the Trolley Stop. And I was always looking for a fiddle player to kind of add some flavor to what I do. And I was walking through the library at Sinclair Community College one night. I was taking some classes there. Walking by the reference desk, these two girls were standing there talking, and this one girl said, "Okay, well, I'll tell them you're a fiddle player." Stopped, went back. The girl that had been standing there had walked away, but the girl that was behind the reference desk was sitting there, and I said, Did I understand correctly that you're a violin player? And she said, "No, I'm a fiddle player." And I said, "You any good?" She said, "Well, yeah, I'm quite good." So I gave her one of my cards, invited her to come down to the trolley stop, Didn't know if she'd come that. But the next Wednesday night, she showed up. We went upstairs, went through a couple of songs real quick. I ended up backing her up rather than her backing me up. She was that good. Anyway, we got to be really tight, really close friends for about 3 weeks. And then she up and moved to Boston to live with her sister, or near her sister. And I've only seen her once since then. But this song came out of that very brief friendship with Christy. And I wanted the song to have an old-timey feel to it. Back in the days of sailing ships, they used to have to wait until the tide came in before they could cast off, because the tide would carry the ships out. They didn't have tugboats. They had to wait for nature to take its course. I guess that might be where that came from. I don't know. Wait for nature to set your course. I don't know. But that's the kind of a feel I wanted this to have. It's called Standing on the Levee. As I gaze across the water, I know you will sail away. And I know from what you told me, you may never come back this way. I will take forever with me my last look into your eyes. You are leaving here tomorrow, and we've said all our goodbyes. In my hand, I hold the locket that you wore next to your heart. I would never have imagined we would ever come to part. Tears come down like it's raining, but I'm not at all surprised. You are leaving here tomorrow, and we've said all our goodbyes. New adventures will await you as you sail upon the sea. But wherever you are going, I hope you remember me. I'll be standing on the levee where I'll watch the waters rise. You are leaving here tomorrow, and we've said all our goodbyes. I'll be standing on the levee where I'll watch the waters rise. You are leaving here tomorrow, and we've said all our goodbyes. Got a little choked up on that one, not because of Christy so much, but another friend that I lost to breast cancer. She's on her own journey now too, I guess. This is a song. I don't know how familiar you folks are with the Tennessee Valley Authority, but back in the 20s, early 30s, they went into the Tennessee Valley to build dams to control the river. And they built power plants there and provided power with people, which is okay. But what they did was they made all of those people that had spent generations in those low areas move out. They just came in and said, "You're out of here. Eminent domain. We own everything. You own nothing." When I was a kid, my uncle was a heavy equipment operator up in Indiana, and the Corps of Engineers had gone in there and they were making a couple of lakes there too. And I got to see firsthand, driving through a small town in the low-lying areas that was being torn down. All the graveyards were being dug up and moved to higher ground. And it was really sad. It made a really strong impression on me as a kid. But I was, much later on, I was at my wife's dad's house one Sunday morning. Sat straight up out of bed with this line running through my head, "Drowned by TVA." And I had it all written in about 15 minutes. Songs never come to me like that. Lyrics for me are like pulling teeth. It's just tortures. But that one, boom, it was just right there. It was like it came from somewhere else. I don't know where it came from, but I thank God for it. But it's called the Fertile Valley. Just south of Kentucky, across the borderline, lay the fertile valley of the lonesome pine. A land of milk and honey, at least it was, they say. Now it's underwater, drowned by TVA. They came from out of nowhere like the revenuers did. If folks had known what we know now, they would have run and hid. They came to tame the river on land they took away. Down in that fertile valley, drowned by TVA. My mom remembers Grandpa plowing in the spring. He fed them through the winters from what the ground would bring. He'd leave out in the morning and stay in the fields all day and work his fertile valley, drowned by TVA. Mama told me stories about when she was small, and how the corn he planted seemed to grow 15 feet tall. He never was the same, she said, after they moved away. Up from that fertile valley, drowned by TVA. Every 20 years or so, the water line drops down. You can see the curbsides of the roads that ran through town. I feel the spirits of those folks come back somehow, some way. Walk their fertile valley, drowned by TVA.